Hello everyone, my name is Demi. I hope you are well. Welcome to my channel. So we're going to hop right into it. This is going to be a Talks with My Womb reading. So it's that time of the month again when I'm on my period, and this is when I do these readings. Spirit want me to start by sharing with you guys that the way I speak with my womb is the way I basically speak with myself. But I speak to the creator that exists within me, because I believe that the soul of a woman resides in her womb space. So the way that I talk to my womb is the way I talk to the Most High God. They want me to share that with you. But they're saying for many of you who may in the past, and maybe you still do, if you ever use like contraception, the pill, to basically use it as a form of convenience to kind of control when you're going to be on your menstruation, control when you're going to be on your period. This is what is coming through. They're saying that you can do this. You can be your own contraception, because your womb is you. Your womb is your core. If you build that connection and you talk to your womb and you listen to her waters, she will listen to you too. So you can ask your womb, could you start 2 days before or 2 days after I'm about to come on my period? Because maybe you're traveling that day, maybe you're flying that day, and you really don't want to be on that first day of the period, because that's the heaviest, and that's normally when you get like the symptoms, the ache, the heaviest, or where you're just not feeling yourself. But you can talk to your womb. You can ask her, can you start a few days later or a few days early? This is what I do, and it has worked for me in the past. Not always, because obviously Mother Nature is going to come when she's going to come, but it has worked for me a lot in the past. And I was often surprised at the first time I did it. I was like, wonder if this will work. And I sat down, I spoke with my womb, and I was like, can you start two days late, because I'm traveling this day and I don't want to be on the plane? And she did. She started exactly 2 days late. So you can talk to your womb and she will listen to you. They keep saying to talk to your waters, talk to your rivers and talk to your waters. Your womb will listen to you, because your womb is you. So I wanted to read you a part of this book. I've intuitively opened it to a certain page, and I thought it was really interesting, because what we're talking about there, what was coming through, is basically you not having control but being more in tune with your womb space. So you don't have to use something outside of yourself, like the pill, like a form of contraception, to kind of have that control over your body or play trickster on your body. Because Mother Mary is coming through now, and she's saying you never want to trick your body or play trickster, particularly on the womb, particularly when it's at your hands or the hands of another. So there she's talking about men, when men will play trickster with women, because they're obviously just coming through with a lustful intention, and they want to access the womb and access your light or energy, whatever it is, or maybe just sexual pleasure. And they'll often play trickster on a lot of women. So they're just coming in with that straight up attitude, being like, I just want to have fun. She's saying women who use contraception for that means, because it's convenient, that's playing trickster. And then men who come in with that ill intentions, that's playing trickster. You never want to play trickster on the womb, because that's not safe. But this passage that I've opened it to, right, it's about a sacred site in Paris. And it was interesting because it was talking about womb, and it was talking about womb being connected to time. But let me just read here what it says. It says, Saint Sulpice, Paris, is the beginning of the Rose Line, or the Paris Meridian, the line of time that runs through some of the most important sacred sites in France. And then it also says here, stretching to Mount Pic-Cardu, the supposed tomb of Christ, and Pisine's tomb near Rennes-le-Chateau, probably didn't pronounce that right, the site of many of the Magdalene or feminine mysteries. And then it says this church is built around a womb. The main feature and altar of the church is a huge womb within which stands Mother Mary and Christ child. Within the confines of the huge womb, which literally measures 20 feet by 20 feet, are many little children, all ensconced and enfolded within the womb's warm embrace. And then it was talking about womb, which says the Rose Line marks out the major sacred sites in France, and this has been known for many centuries. The fact that it has become associated with the Paris meridian of time, similar to the Greenwich Mean Time line, or GMT, is also significant, as all time is measured from the womb. For birth inevitably means death, and the time we have to live is limited between these two constraints of existence. Let me read that again here. It says, all time is measured from the womb, for birth inevitably means death, and the time we have to live is limited between these two constraints of existence. A spirit have always said the womb is origin, the womb is root, and I'm hearing even God came through a womb canal. Even the Most High God came through a womb canal. This is what is coming through. So we're going to start with this deck over here. What messages need to come through for the collective today? But I feel like they're bringing up the womb and time, death and rebirth, and how they're all intertwined. Spirit are now saying also to not bite the hand that feeds you. So again, they're talking about being careful with contraception and the pill, particularly when you're using it for convenience reasons, because you can cultivate your own natural relationship with your womb. It will take time. I do believe so I got this book quite a few years ago. I used to call it my book Bible. This one here, Womb Wisdom. I've recommended it before on my other Talks with My Womb episodes. But it's probably over like a decade now I read it. I read it in my early 20s. Hold on. I heard banging. I thought it was the door or downstairs. And my nan doing something downstairs. There's the neighbour outside doing something in the garden. Anyway, it scared me a bit. So I like jumped when I heard banging. We're going to get some messages from this deck. But this book here, so this helped me first tap into my womb. So it has a lot of exercises for assisting you in tuning into your womb and knowing the name of your womb. So it speaks about how every womb has a name, and the name will be very, very ancient. And you're not to share this name with anyone. This name is for you. But it has exercises within the book that teach you how to connect with your womb, how to talk with your womb, how to build that connection. And this will assist many of you to have that natural ability to be very, very in tune of when your period is going to be coming. But to also ask it and be like, can you be a few days early? Can you be a few days late? If you're traveling or for whatever reason, you don't necessarily want to come on that time. So you don't have to use things like the pill to kind of control when you're going to get your menstruation. So what messages need to be coming through from this deck, please, Spirit? This one here. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. I'm literally seeing Lord Ganesh like sitting in somebody's womb. So I'm like seeing Lord Ganesh himself sitting in a woman's womb. And I'm staring at all this greenery here. So the womb, again, is origin and is root. So if you are experiencing blocks within your life, I'm staring at this axe here. The key, Spirit are saying, is your womb. So the time you're watching this video, if you're experiencing blocks, particularly to do with money, to do with abundance, the key is your womb. They want you connecting more to your womb and the fact that your womb is that lotus flower, that your abundance, that you truly blossoming into your divine feminine energy, into your mystery, I'm hearing. The key is your womb in cultivating that connection, that strong connection. Talk to your womb like you're talking to a friend, like you're talking to a part of your spiritual core, your ancestors, the Most High. Because again, it holds the spark of God that exists within you. It's in your womb. And there's many, many jewels and wisdom within your womb. Because if your soul resides there, it means that your Akashic records and your soul's records reside there. And this is another thing. When I was really connecting and tuning into my womb, often when I would like journey into myself and into my womb, I would see my womb as this old library, this old ancient library. And it had many different books and old scrolls. And it was sometimes in a language that I didn't understand. It was like a light language or the language of the angels. My womb held all of these scrolls. And you too, you're a woman, you have a womb. Your womb holds this wisdom, it holds these scrolls. And to tap into it, you just literally need to talk to yourself, talk to your womb. I know it sounds strange to some people sometimes. I'm like, yeah, talk to my womb. If you're not someone who does that, but if you're on the spiritual pathway, the ascension pathway, this is not going to sound strange to you. You probably already do it. We have here Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. I'm hearing a lot of humans talk to themselves. A lot of humans talk to themselves. But it's about setting that attention and actually know you are tuning in and you're talking to your womb space. Master Buddha. It's very like powerful spiritual energy. You know, like spiritual paths. You've got Lord Ganesh and then you've got Master Buddha coming through here. Maybe some of you, I meant to say many, maybe some of you are tuned into like certain spiritual paths. It could be to do with being a Buddhist. I'm hearing Rastafari, but it's like not religion, but it's a spiritual path that is also well known, and many countries follow certain religions, like Thailand is coming through, and obviously Rastafari, like Jamaica is coming through. But I feel like you guys prefer walking certain spiritual paths, so you feel more at home and you feel more comfortable when it comes to certain spiritualities rather than a religious doctrine. I feel like a religious doctrine, you feel kind of constrained. So maybe you were raised in that and you chose to walk a different path. You're like, no, that feels too constraining to me. That feels like a block to me. That feels like I'm not going to have my abundance and create that life that I want to create with the Most High God by following this doctrine. It feels like you were kind of like caged or stuck, or like the walls were closing in. But when you look over at a different spirituality over here, it's like the road opens up. This could also be what Lord Ganesh is wanting you to do right now. It's to follow that voice of your womb, I'm hearing. Follow that voice of your womb. It is talking to you, and she's trying to lead you over here to this path, this golden path, this yellow brick road. Where you can take parts of different, you can take things and parts from different religions that maybe you were raised in that resonate with you. Where you take parts from different spiritualities and you kind of mix it all up and you make it your own, because you're here to be your authentic self and walk your own sovereign path. And that's going to look different to other people around you. It's going to look different to your family, to your friends, to your colleagues. I keep hearing, make it your own, make it your own, and don't be afraid to. You see this glow coming off the Buddha. I'm seeing this glow coming out of your womb. So this glow is really wanting to shine out of your womb right now. You could notice people are staring at you. Maybe they're literally staring at this area. They're staring at your solar plexus. You could be like, why are people looking there? Why are people looking in my face or looking at my eyes? They're seeing this glow that is coming from your womb. Particularly the more you cultivate a connection with yourself, with your womb. We have here Lady Portia. Divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Exactly that. And again, there's jewels. There's jewels inside you. There's jewels inside your womb. And they're ready to like just kind of like come out. Literally fly out. Almost like a firework. It's kind of seen like a firework. And there's all these jewels and these gems flying out. And it's like, you're like, oh. Yep, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that. It's like when you pick it up and you hold it, it turns into this whole blueprint, or it turns into this scripture, and then you can read this scripture. But again, it's in a different language. It's like a language of the angels, language of spirit. But you're able to decipher it, encode it, and read it. The more you tap in and you connect with your womb, the more you bloom, the more you come into your blooming, you can decipher this different light language, this foreign language, because it comes from spirit, it comes from the soul. It's like the language of the soul, not a language of human beings. It feels very, very foreign to Mother Earth. You could be noticing that you're having supernatural abilities, psychic gifts that awaken in new ones that were kind of lying latent, or maybe it's just now divine time for them to activate. But you can understand what people are saying when they're talking in a completely different language to you. It'd be a language that isn't your mother tongue, that you don't know, but you can get the gist, you understand what they're talking about. And it could also be to do with like if you're traveling and there's a different language written on the walls, or on, I'm seeing a tombstone, I'm seeing Latin. It's like, you know what it says. And maybe you're walking around with someone and you read it. They're like, oh, I didn't know you knew Latin. You're like, I didn't know that either. That's what's coming through. What else, Spirit? Thank you. We have Paul the Veterinarian, experiencing grace, share your gifts with grace, waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Exactly that. It's like you're wearing a cloak of greenery. You're wearing a cloak of abundance, of greenery. And again, look at this rose, divine feminine energy, and the fact that you are blooming and you're awakening to your mysteries, the mystery that is you. It's like you're deciphering yourself, which is why this gift is coming to be, where you're understanding different languages that are foreign to you on earth, that are human languages, but also light languages and languages that are connected to the soul, to angels, to spirits. It's like you're deciphering different languages, different codes. I'm seeing the Da Vinci Code. Some of you could be traveling. Maybe you're traveling to Paris, to France, or like Italy, and being shown Europe, those places coming through. This deck here. What else does the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? For this Talks with My Womb reading. What else does the collective need to hear right now? I feel like you guys, yeah, you have a lot of greenery and you have a lot of pink within your aura. It's like you're stepping into your romantic era. You could be being more like sensual and romantic with yourself. I feel like you'll be feeling very, very attractive and confident at present. If you're not, you're about to be. What else, Spirit? And I feel like maybe in the past, when you were a teenager, you could have felt a bit like icky and yucky when you was on your period. But now when you're getting your period, or maybe in the near future, like with the next one, you're going to notice how that's changed. How you actually feel more attractive, and you feel like you look more attractive, and it's in your energy as well. It's like that it energy. It's like that it energy comes back and it really activates. It's a magnetism that comes about you when you're on your period, and you notice that people are staring at you, particularly men, and it's the right kinds of men. It's like this guy here. It's like this guy here who tapped into his divine feminine energy as well, and isn't coming about just to like lustful energies, just to gain access to the womb, just for that sexual pleasure. It'd be that kind of man who actually sees you, who wants to see you and wants to get to know you. That's what's coming through. Maybe some of you who are single, you're going to meet someone like while you were on your moon time, your period. We have Tibetan Buddhist monk, mindfulness. I listen to the wisdom of my heart. Some of you could come from a Buddhist country, a country that has this spirituality, this religion. That's what's coming through. It's come through twice now. Or maybe you'll be traveling to countries that have the Buddhist religion, that have temples everywhere. I'm seeing really beautiful temples that have a lot of gold like on the roofs. That's what's coming through. But this is you. When you delve and you sink into your womb, you realize that the womb isn't actually dark. It isn't actually void. This is truly, again, it's where the soul resides. It's where the sun resides. It's where the light resides. Because you can't have light without darkness. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing all or nothing. All or nothing. The womb is literally all or nothing. It's origin. And this is a truth that you're coming home to. This is the truth you're remembering. And when you remember this as a woman, it's extremely powerful. I said womb. As a woman, there's that confirmation. It's extremely powerful because you are waking up to this portal. That you have this electromagnetic field in your heart. But you also have another heart here. And that's another electromagnetic field. That's another magnet. Women have 2 magnets. And then when you wake up to that, you tap into that, and then you use them both, and you realize they're both in unison. And this is how you truly pull in your destined timeline. This is how you sit pretty and you sit on your throne and things just start getting thrown at you by the Most High God. All these different opportunities and blessings. We have here Goddess Kopakata. Can't pronounce that. Rebirth, I am born. So there's that confirmation you're being reborn. And see how she's a mermaid. So it's like you're awakening, you're tapping into these mysteries that is to do with women and womanhood and becoming a woman, like moving from that threshold of like a teenager, an adolescent, where your period hasn't started yet. And then when it starts and you come into that womanhood, I'm hearing a sacred right. It's a sacred right within your energy field and your spiritual body. It's a sacred right. Maybe some of you, when you first came on your period, some of you could have wished that maybe you had a mother who was on that spiritual path, so she could have taught you in a way that this is that sacred right, and you could have done like some form of ritual or ceremony or just celebrate the fact that you got your period. But others of you, I feel like you may have had that experience, or maybe you did that for yourself. It could be something that you're being asked to do now, because I'm being shown an inner child. So maybe you're being asked to visit your inner teenager, your adolescent self, your inner child, and have this sacred ceremony, like celebrate the fact that you came on your period. So you want to take yourself back to that very day that you had your first period, and you want to do some sort of celebration and rite of passage for your adolescent self. This is really going to help a lot of you guys healing. Maybe you didn't have a great experience when you first came on. Maybe you got shamed by like a divine masculines. I'm also getting a mother. Maybe was it a mother that shamed you when you came on your period, because maybe she was raised in that same way, or she got shamed, so she didn't break the cycle, she repeated it. But I do believe many of you had an amazing mother who didn't repeat that, and she did like make it a big thing, and she celebrated you. She's like, wow, you're a woman now, like, and then she gave you like a talk. That's what's coming through. Many of you do wish that you had that, but you can have that. You can go back, you can journey into yourself, you can visit your adolescent self, and you can have that now. And that's going to be a really big thing for you when it comes to being reborn again, and really like casting out doubt, casting out this unworthiness and doubt of being a divine feminine, and stepping into your power, of stepping into your portal. We have here water temple devotion. I bow to the sacred water of life. I feel like you guys you're either like traveling right now, or you're about to travel. It's like someone's traveling. It's like you're sitting in a country that isn't your country. It's a foreign country, and it's a completely different language, but you feel very safe there. You feel at home there, and you understand the language even though you don't speak it. This keeps coming through. So this is a psychic gift that is awakening for you. But again, you are pouring into yourself, and flowers are very, very significant. I mean, Mother Mary has always said that all women are flowers. They're all flowers who was either fully bloomed or was waiting to be bloomed. But she's talking about flowers and how they're significant. So you're about to receive your flowers. And you see how flowers are here in the hair. So once you truly connect to yourself and to your womb, you start really building that connection. Like you would build a connection to the Most High God. Your flowers are going to come in, and they're going to come in fast and quickly. You're also going to look completely different when you really come into your bloom, when you really sink into that portal, into your womb space. You're going to look completely different. Something about your physicality. Maybe you'll even be dressed and expressing yourself differently. But I feel like it's the way you speak. It's something about the hair. Mother Mary showed me really long, beautiful hair. Like maybe your hair just grows. I'm hearing alopecia. So some of you could have suffered in the past. Maybe you still do with alopecia. It's like this will assist you in your hair growing. That's what's coming through this deck here. No, they want poem. So we'll get a few poems for the collective for this Talks With My Womb reading. Can I have a few poems, please, Spirit? One at a time. One at a time. Thank you. This one here says, they're each other's muse. The story goes they met at a kissing booth. At a fete raising money. To him her lips tasted like honey. To her he was ever so funny. They were always meant to relate. God created their souls this way and prepared them for this special date. It was September the 8th, his late mother's birthday. Little did they know their son would be born in exactly a year. The infinity and snake became symbols they held dear. Only ever moving through the heart, Nothing could ever tear their bond apart. She looked into his eyes and somehow knew. By September 17th, they jumped in with both feet. In sickness and in health, their love felt like a spell. But it wasn't too good to be true. The goddess of the moon met Christ in a man at a fated kissing booth in 2022. September could be a very significant month for you guys. Maybe it's a birthday month for you. Or this September coming this year could be very, very significant because it has the infinity and snake became symbols they held dear. So you could be seeing the infinity symbol everywhere and the snake, but we are in the year of the snake. So I feel like this year will be significant for you guys. But whenever you're watching this video, do look out for the signs of the infinity and the snake. So the number 8 turned on its side. That's what's coming through. You could be seeing 8s everywhere, like 888, repeating 8 angel numbers. That's what's coming through. But again, those of you that are single, you could be about to meet someone and this is going to be your match. It's going to be equally yoked, divine counterpart. They see you, you see them. But those of you that are in a relationship, it's giving that energy of a deepening of your connection. The more you're delving into your waters, into your rivers, it's going to assist you with your divine masculine that you are with. It's going to assist that deepening of your connection because they're going to have to come with you. They're going to have to die with you if they want to be like stay growing and evolving in the same way. There was another one that flipped. This one here says, walk towards the sun, your new timeline has begun. Through the archway, jump in the gold carriage, no longer carrying that old baggage. A double rainbow overhead, forgive but don't ever forget. Shake the magic 8-ball, it foretells a wave of good luck. Wish granted, never again will you remain stuck. Yeah, 8's coming through. You see here what I mean by the 8 on its side. It looks like the infinity symbol. So you could, and I wanted to read, it says shake the magic 8-ball, but I wanted to read snake the magic 8-ball. So again, the snake is very, very significant for the sign coming through, and obviously snakes represent I'm not getting snakes in the grass, but I said that's coming through. So obviously when you delve more into your womb and you're connecting, your discernment will heighten. And this will assist you in spotting the red flags and knowing who people are. If a person's a snake and they just want to come at you to attack you and bite you with that ill intention. But what I'm getting is that shredding of that old skin. And it's like a few skins. It's like completely ripping off this meat suit, this bodysuit. It's like you're unzipping it and you're taking it off and you're stepping out and you're a goddess. That's what's coming through. And there's this big change about your physicality. I feel like I saw stars. There's a big change about your physicality. It's going to happen the more you have a deeper connection with yourself, with your womb. You're going to bloom in a way that's going to completely like even shock and surprise yourself. This one here says, sunglasses on in the dark. Is that why you aren't playing your part? Can't see shit, but you think you're moving slick. Be careful you don't get stuck. Playing kids' games as an adult is kind of strange. Immaturity will make you blind. Why do you run from what's right? Your soul is begging to feel some light. The moral compass on fight or flight. Reset, rebalance, recenter. The baby is supposed to come before the placenta. Is that why you enjoy the upside down? Chasing your tail, going round and round and round? The odds are looking like you might drown. I heard God has confiscated your crown. Probably a good time to stop acting a clown. The emperor and empress will not stick around. They grown with a mission to do, focused on sipping that abundant dew. Ain't nobody got time to taste your toxicity stew. Time to pay your debts before karma comes to collect. So this is speaking about like that karmic energy. So I feel like you guys will be letting go of a lot of karmic energies. And again, your womb is the key because it's the key to your self-worth and self-doubt and casting out any doubt that you have so you can really step into your worthiness. So some of you could be battling with that at the moment. So I would recommend fasting and praying if you feel called to fast and pray, because fasting really, it's like puts you on the fast track, on that direct line to the Most High God. It completely opens up the channel. It's like your prayer and your wishes is like they get heard quickly and things move fast. That's what I'm being shown. So maybe you guys practice this already, fasting and praying together, but that's coming through for some of you. But I feel like you're really about to meet a divine counterpart. You already have, and this connection is going to deepen in a whole new way. And this may cast eyes, like the snake eyes of people jealous. And maybe some of you are about to get engaged or get married or have a child with this divine counterpart. But that's what's coming through. So you're stepping into that empress energy. Again, it was like you were taking off this meat suit completely and the whole goddess stepped out. So you're that goddess, you're the empress energy. Any woman who has truly delved into her womb and has a powerful connection with her womb, that's who she is. She's the empress. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few messages from this deck? We have Valor, and then that's come out with Egg. Love that. Obviously, the egg is connected to the ovaries, it's connected to the divine feminine energy, and that's come out with the unicorn. Look at this here, beautiful. So there is a huge rebirth coming in for you guys, and the key is your womb. The key is origin, is creator, and that's divine feminine energy, which is found in the well of every woman. You have a portal, you have a gateway to God's kingdom right here. And men know this. I'm hearing men know this. And maybe men that you've like been with in the past, like karmic lovers, they've always seen this, they've always known this about you, and they wanted access to this creative energy. I'm hearing fertility. They wanted access to your fertility, and you're taking that back now. You're taking it back for yourself. So maybe some of you guys have spent a while being celibate, or you realize this, you woke up to this, and you're like, ooh, I'm just hearing an ooh, and it's like you're rebuking. You're like, no more karmics, none of these men. And then you focus your attention on yourself. You poured into you, and then these right men, these energies started coming around you, even if it was just like for platonic reasons, like friends, like men who were like brothers, who saw who you were. They saw this rose within you. Like this is what you then aligned to, and you started pulling in. That there is a magical abilities and gifts that are on their way to you. I'm saying on their way to you, but they've always been there. It's like they reside here again. They're showing me the jewels, that your womb, like fireworks going off, and these jewels coming out. You're like, yep, let me take that, let me take that. And then when you take it, it opens into a scroll or a blueprint, and it has all these different coding, but you know how to uncode it. And again, they're saying the Da Vinci Code, you know how to uncode it, and you hold the keys and the self-mastery to yourself, and you've awoken to this now. I'm hearing sitting pretty. So you will be sitting pretty the more you connect with you and your womb. It is the key. They keep saying, look out for seeing keys everywhere, particularly ornate keys. So keys, the infinity symbol, snakes, and also look out for eggs and unicorns. But horses in general, they're saying, because obviously when you have self-mastery and you set yourself free, horses represent freedom. They represent sovereignty, and particularly a white horse. Is that it, Spirit? Yeah. So that's all the messages coming through. I hope that did resonate with someone out there. And I'll see you in another video.